Hello world, welcome to Pi. It's been a long time since the first episode. So today we are going to start with this new series called the C programming language. If you want to learn more about it, I'll recommend you this book called The C programming language, written by Dennis Ritchie and Brian Kernighan. So in today's session, I'll be covering some basic syntax which are used in the C programming language. So let's get started and move to the workspace. So I've created this skeleton file which will be helpful for you as well as me to demonstrate what are the things which will be used in this. So the first thing is to write out to the screen. That is, we need to write out some output to the screen. So to do this, we'll just do this printf from pi. So /n is for the new line, semicolon, and we'll just write return value. Now we will compile it and check it if it's printing out as something on the screen. Make swine tx. So it is compiled. Good syntax. We'll just run it. So here, the hello world provide. So the next thing is the data types and its placeholders. So we'll do this. Int I is 94. Suppose float j assigned to 3.3, then double uple, suppose t assigned to something big number, decimal number. Then we have character, which is suppose a and assign it to I. So character is always placed into a single quotes. Remember this. So now we will try to print out each and every variable. So for printing out, we have this placeholders for them. So for integer, we have the placeholder d. /n is for the new line. Then we'll just pass in the variable name, percent for float, and double, it's f j printf %f again print d printf. Now for character, the placeholder is c /n, then a, and there we go. So let's compile it and check if it's showing us the proper results. Now it's compiled, run it. Okay, it's printing everything, right? Now the read from user. So to give an user input, we'll just do this thing, scanf. First we'll initialize an integer, so user will enter an integer. Then we will have some enter an int. So /n, then this is the keyboard for user input, scanf, then the placeholder for integer %t, and the address of a variable. So here we pass in the address of a variable. So and is represented as address of variable, if you see it further. Now we will print out again the %d and of I. Actually we have initialized I, so we'll just replace it with k and here key, right? We'll just enter over here the value of k is this, and then make it so printf. We have the line number 20, and here is the printf. Make syntax, returns properly, enters an integer, suppose 20, the value of k is 20, and the read from user has been done. So comment or like for a single line comment you can use this, for multiple line comments you can use this. This is a multiple line comment, and then we'll close the comment, and this is a single line comment. So these are not captured by the compiler when you compile it. Now the escape sequence. So the escape sequence are like /n as we have passed in over here, so as we will get a new prompt on the new line. So /n is for the new line, just comment it out. /n is new line, then /t is for tab, then /p is for backspace, and yeah, that are the needed ones. The next thing is if else condition statements. So the syntax for this is, if suppose we define int x assigned to 3, then int y assigned to 4. Okay, place it with comma because of initializing it in a single row. So if we have the condition like if x is greater than 4, y, then we can use braces for this. Printf x is greater than y /n. Now else if, you can as well as use only else, but for syntax we will just use else if for now. So else if x is less than y, printf x is smaller than y, and then we go for else. Else We'll just hit enter, enter. Neither of both. Neither of both. So if there are single statements like this, we can eradicate the braces. We won't use braces. But if there are multiple statements, you must use braces for this, because it will be easy as well as it is syntactically correct using the braces for multiple statements. So now just write it and just try to compile it properly. Yeah. And what is it? Expected identifier before y. Oh, I haven't specified it. So let's make it again. And here it is compiled. Syntax. We'll enter this x is smaller than y. So here we have provided x is smaller than y. So if we replace this with 4, it will compile it, again run it. Neither of the both, because it is equal, and this statement is over here. If I suppose replace it with 6, then let's see what's the output, and here we again get x is greater than y. So for now here I will stop, and I'll just continue this series in the next session. Have a great day.